Assalamu alaikum guys, my name is Rohel. So today the topic of our group discussion is how to reduce the environmental pollution, right? So the major sources responsible for the increasing the environmental pollution is the increasing traffic. You know, when we see in the 90s era, so there are only 6.5 lakhs cars in the Karachi, but when we see in the 2020, it is increased up to 5.1 million. So there is an increase of the 600%.
Yes, you are right, Rohil, because this is a point of concern that such type of environmental pollution are very harmful for our future because we all are the habitant of Earth. So this also impact our life and future of the Earth. So we should discuss here such type of preventive actions or measures to be taken collectively with respect to the Karachi or Pakistan country.
Okay, I would suggest one solution. I guess we should shift our transportation into the electric cars, or you can say the hybrid cars. I guess this is the only one solution that we can at least reduce 50 to 60% air
Yes,
pollution by using electric cars. So it may be costly in our city, but ultimately, as this is the future, so we finally have to shift on this. What?
yes, it's a good initiative, and even most of the Japanese cars in our Pakistan are hybrid, means they are 50% running on batteries and 50% on the fuel, which 50% reduces the environmental pollution. In the meantime, we can also reduce air pollution by using filters in our silencers, means in motorbike silencers, in car silencers, in truck silencers, we can use air filter which can filter out the dangerous gases which are coming out from the silencers, and we can in this way we can reduce environmental pollution, and also we can opt the method of China, which they have taken, means they have increased the numbers of people, means they have increased the numbers of people who are going on work on their bicycles, means they have reduced their traffic, and therefore to make their environment more friendly they are using bicycles instead of motorbikes or cars. So that's my
Right.
solution. And now
Yes, I
Uh,
second you, Ali. I second you that this is the good solution that people go from the bicycle and the fuel efficient vehicle should be opted or selected for the uh, environment friendly solutions. But I also suggest that the carpooling and the ride sharing should be there for the research says that if you 3 times do the carpooling, so you save the 50% fuel consumption. So I think this should
Right.
be also a measure to prevent such type of environmental pollution. Yes,
Now,
Faisal,
I
you were
would,
saying.
I would,
yes,
I
yes,
want
Faisal.
to disagree with Anand that about the electronic vehicle, because in the feasible in Karachi it's very expensive. The cost function is not suitable, and second of all, I just like to maintain something like 50. I mean, the health insurance, like you have to pay 250 something per month. So I would like to suggest that the fuel, even the filtration that Ali talked about, it could be I don't know the expense of it. He could elaborate on that, but I would like to suggest the legislation that when this part comes, when the gasoline part, when the engines run out and you go in the car, there should be a maintenance cost which should be paid by the customer every month, just like insurance, and every 2 years or any 2.5 years they can maintain it. That's my
Right.
yes,
suggestion.
I second you,
Faisal,
Faisal.
there is a word trade-off, which means that you have to sacrifice in order to get something. Means
Yeah, you're right.
if you want your environment friendly. In
You
the
have to go for both.
in the other hand, if using hybrid cars is not useful, meanwhile I suggest that it is useful because it saves your fuel, so it balances out. means it saves your fossil fuel energy, means the petrol or diesel or gas. It saves your. On the other hand, it uses electrical energy to move your car, so it balances out. It depends.
No,
But
I
I
I
but
disagree.
I add
I
here
disagree.
Ali, that you are saying right, but right now we cannot eliminate such type of problem at once, no? So in the developing country like Pakistan, it is very this technology, but you are talking, it is a next level technology which is not completely available in Pakistan. So first we have to reduce the fuel consumption by ourselves by such measures which we have talked earlier.
No, Sohail bhai,
Means
Yeah,
I
you are
right now.
right.
disagree with this because I disagree with this because when we are talking about the hybrid cars, so the cost of the the energy which is using in the batteries is very high. You have to pay a lot to buy a battery. So I would suggest that the government should provide a service, a bus service, a transport service that is very feasible for each and everyone, not only for the route of the car, but also for the cost effective, so that the people may prefer to go to the bus, the public transport, rather than to take out their cars. As a result, we have an advantage to reduce the environmental pollution by using this, rather than to take out our cars and increasing the pollution.
Well,
I
it's
would,
better
I
to.
would,
I do not I do disagree with the point he said that we have to pay a lot of much on the battery as compared to first let's assume if you are paying on your fuel consumption, right, in a monthly, if you are using around 100 liter in a month, so you can easily expend 10,000 in a month. So if we count in at air, so it will cost around 1 lakh minimum,
Yes.
and as compared to the battery you have to just around, I guess, 60 to 70,000 for 2 years. So it's not just balancing, in this way you are saving your money while using electric cars. So I
Right.
totally
Exactly.
So we conclude that after so much discussion, we conclude that the best solution we all have chosen is that the government should provide a facilities uh, so that every
Well,
single person in the country
at
can
first,
use.
I believe that we can do rather than putting blame on government, we can do first on ourselves, implement
Exactly.
something on ourselves, then we can force our government to do for us. For
So the
example,
better
going
solution looks, you are right, Ali. The better solution looks not on the shoulder of government, but
yes,
we should curtail our vehicle movement. Just like I suggested that we should do the ride sharing or carpooling, and you suggested that the bicycle should be in our commute for the beneficial of the long journey. I think.
just
So,
want to
guys,
suggest that you guys do understand we live in an undeveloped country and majority of the people cannot do what you're trying to suggest.
That's why, Faisal, we suggested the cheap alternatives.
I believe what Rohel said about the public transport. Let me clarify it. He said new buses, getting rid of the old buses, new buses, and with the rights, a lot of the government can do that. It's easy, and whether where you can walk there, and majority of the people would happily I would suggest will leave their car, and if the public transport is better, if they pay 40 rupees or anything, they would pay for it. That's my opinion is. I agree with
right.
Rohit.
So, guys, how to implement how government could implement this in a better way? So, the implementation that I suggest is that government should approve the amount for this project from the concerned department, so that when this project is started, so there is no hindrance to stop this project. What do you guys say?
yeah, talking about the investment of this topic, it's out of the point. Means we are talking about reducing traffic in the traffic pollution in the environment, and talking about the investment side is totally out of the box point. So that's we have to focus on how to reduce traffic pollution, not just on how much investment government should invest in reducing pollution. So I believe, yes, Soil, you are saying something.
Yes, you are right. That's why we have suggested that what we can do on the level that being a developing country, easily it can be done. That the cheap alternative we have suggested to be concluded at the end of this discussion.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
guys, your overall what we suggest is that we have to shift our vehicles on energy saving vehicles. Recently, there is a motorbike introduced which is moving which is operating which is running on batteries. Recently, there is a news on Geo News, and it's very cost effective. So yes, if we manufacture these vehicles locally, not imported, means we do not import such types of, for example, Toyota, Hyundai, and BMW, Audi, something else. These are much expensive. Yeah, you are right, Faisal. These are much expensive. But if we manufacture these vehicles locally, then it would be very cost effective, and ultimately it saves our environment.
Can you just tell me how much it costs?
It's if there is a 70 cc bike price cost around 70 to 80,000, it will come under 70 to 80,000 easily.
And
Locally,
if
I'm
the
talking
rain
about
happen,
local.
if heavy rain happen, so
But
Yes,
Faisal, there
there is
are all there should be the pros and cons of the things. But we are talking about the environmental solution. So the best
yeah.
solution comes out of the not out of the blue. So there should be a mindset first. If you want to
actually,
curtail the
Faisal, you are talking about if heavy rain occurs, there are mobile phones available which are water protective. Even if you put in water, then they will not damage. So
But
you
you
can
are
also protect bike
wait.
in this way.
How much the bike cost?
It's under the same price which you have bought a conventional 70 cc bike. It's the same price.
Faisal, I think so. We should not go in the deep like costing, as Ali already said that is not the matter of investment and cost, because we all are suggesting the points
Yes.
that which can, in our opinion, which can curtail the environmental pollution caused by the transport. So I
Right.
think we
But
all have suggested,
one
but
one
Adnan
thing
has
I just want to
suggested
say,
only
how much?
the electric car idea. So now come to Adnan if he wants to say something else.
Yes, Adnan.
No, I would go with my opinion. But you are right. We can do the same as you suggested. We can not only rely on the one thing. So, as in our country, it's not much easy that we can shift easily in the electric cars. So, we can definitely go with other solution as well as you suggested. So,
So I think the conclusion is the same that we have
uh,
concluded on the points that all should go for the we should switch our commute system uh, to the electrical vehicle to the bicycle if
yeah,
we
as much
can,
as possible.
and
Yeah,
also we should opt the fuel efficient vehicles,
yeah, of
and
course.
also we can promote the carpooling or ride sharing, and
Yeah,
at least
bilkul.
a planned ride sharing for 3 or 4 times a week, which can reduce the fuel
Hmm,
consumption.
Yeah,
I think
yes,
that's it for this discussion.
yeah, I do agree with all this.
I agree.
So we conclude here. We all.
Yeah,
That's the other
and
Right.
I also we also
Yes,
agree
we
that
are. We all are.
if the public transport is better, might there will be less vehicle on the roads, so it
yeah,
will
Yes,
decrease the pollution
that's
as
a
well.
good
Yes.
point. That's
yeah.
a good point.
Yes, Rohel.
Yes, I also second the Faisal that if there is a government service, so it could be a very large. So most of the people can easily sit on that, and the amount of the vehicles on the roads should be reduced. So as a result, the environmental pollution should be reduced as well.
Yes.
So we can conclude this in the group discussion topic till here, and we hope all you best of luck.
Yes,
Thank
Yes.
you.
Adnan, you can now pause the recording.